Hey guys, Nikki here, writing for Jesus. I thought I'd do something different and do my first clip for my June wrap up outside. I don't know, it just kind of felt like it. Excuse my face and my hand. I got sunburned. Went out and mowed our property, and it was really fun. Had a really good weekend with my dad. But yeah, let's talk about the two books that I have read so far this month. First, I did another nostalgic read. This was from my school days. So in like 5th grade, I read this book. Super short, has like 8 chapters, and I loved it so much, and I reread it several times when I was a kid, and I reread it again this month and loved it. Gave it 4.5 stars. So this is Rosa. This is about this girl who, she's 12 years old, and her family has come from Mexico, and they come and help with the apple orchard harvesting. And so they're constantly moving from place to place, and so she is really used to constantly moving, and so she's always the new girl in school. So she is really lonely, and she really just wants to like have a friend. So it turns out that she meets a neighbor girl named Betty. So they end up hitting it off and being really good friends, and she ends up going to this Christian school, and it really changes her life, and you just see her dealing with bullies and, you know, enjoying this new friend and kind of having a crush on her friend's brother, and has a little bit of adventure in there. They kind of get into some trouble and some danger and stuff later, and it was really, really good. The girls are so sweet. Really enjoyed it. 4.5 stars. It was really nice. Just reading it again. I love the pictures. Oh my goodness, they're so pretty. I really like that one. So, yeah, really good time. Brought back a lot of memories. So then, recently, I don't know why, I started watching clips on YouTube of National Treasure. I love this movie so much, and I love the second one too. The first movie I watched with my sister like a million times. We just loved it. We loved Riley, like he was our boy. So I read the novelization of the second book. This is National Treasure, Book of Secrets, and it was the full story. I was so happy. I thought that it was going to end like on a cliffhanger. It was the full story, so I was so happy. But I gave it 3 stars. It was fun. It was really fun reading a scene and then trying to look up the scene on YouTube, see if they had it. And so it was pretty well written. There are times when it's kind of like a little tough reading stuff like this, because they're trying to explain like, oh, this trapdoor opened and he put in the code and blah blah blah. Like, it's kind of hard to read. It's a lot easier to just watch it on screen. But yeah, I feel like there were a couple deleted scenes and altered scenes, because there was stuff that I did not remember about the second movie. But yeah, there was some stuff in here that I was like, whoa, like that was intense, like wow. And I actually enjoyed this ending better than the movie's ending. If you haven't seen the movie, this book is about Ben, so Nicolas Cage, Ben's great-grandfather being accused of helping with the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. And so he's trying to clear his name. And he's like, no, he wasn't involved in that. He was involved in trying to hide this treasure from these bad guys. And so he's like, we gotta find the treasure to prove that that's what my great-grandfather was doing. So, yeah, just another treasure hunt and fun and clues and all of that jazz. So, yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. 3 stars. And that's it for now. So. Okay, next clip for this video. This is a book that I finished, The Baggage Handler by David Rawlings. And this is the same author who wrote The Camera Never Lies. I read that in October of last year, and I did not really like it. I gave it 2.5 stars, and I also gave this 2.5 stars. So, yeah, I'm definitely done with this author. This guy, I feel like he has good ideas. I just don't like the way he executes those ideas. So this is another magical realism book. This is about 3 people who get their baggage mixed up with each other. Their bags are very similar. Black suitcases with a red little baggage tag. And so they are like super stressed about different things in their lives. You have Gillian, who is a mom, and she's like just always comparing herself with other moms and like, oh, I'm just like failing at life. And she's just like, has no self-worth. You have a guy who's like desperate to hang on to his job, and he and his wife are not doing well, and he just feels like so stressed. And you have a young kid who is going to do track tryouts or whatever at this college, and it's really his father's dream, not his. He wants to be an artist, so he feels very pressured and like invisible, you know. So you have those 3 individuals, and they get their luggage all mixed up. So then they go to baggage claim, and they talk to the baggage handler, which is like another angel kind of character. And he's like, let me help you deal with your baggage. And so he's helping them realize what they're really carrying. It sounds very cool. I was enjoying the first little bit, like the first 7 chapters were good, just like how his last book was. The first 5 chapters I really liked, and then I don't know, I just kind of feel like he takes a long time to like get to the point, and he really focuses on like making a good sentence. Sometimes he's trying too hard, where I'm like, no, like just let's go, like get on with the story. And there was a point in here, I got about halfway through, I just started reading the dialogue, and I was not reading the description of what they're doing, what they're thinking, because it was just taking too long. Like he just describes like everything, and it's like, okay, I get it. I get that this person is stressed out. I get that this person is low on self-esteem. Like it just, I don't know, his books are just not for me. So he takes too long to get to the point, and like I'm taking too long to get to the point. 2.5 stars, okay. Okay, moving on. This book actually I have not read. I just bought this, but I gave this to my mom, and she told me that she really liked it. So I kind of wanted to just like share her quick review on here. So she gave it 4 stars. It's about this librarian meeting this like mysterious guy, and he's really quiet and like to himself and stuff. And so she starts liking him, and then she starts finding out like some secrets about him. She ends up getting suspected of murder. So yeah, kind of a historical fiction mystery kind of book. It just didn't really look like it was for me. Like the style of writing looks like a lot older, like kind of like more Agatha Christie kind of style, you know? So I wasn't going to try it. I'm gonna go ahead and just take it to Second and Charles. But my mom really enjoyed it. She said it was well written. She loved the guy. She said he was a great character. She said the ending though was a little bit rushed, and then it just kind of jumps to like an epilogue, and she's like, oh man, like it was kind of rushed a little bit at the ending. Oh, she told me that she noticed like a typo in here, like a mess up of like, she said one thing, but then later they said this, like, so something small that didn't really make sense. But yeah, overall, she really enjoyed it, so. All right, let's do our Toy Story section of the video. This will probably be the last clip. So yeah, I read the junior novelization Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3. This novelization was not written well. It was just really dry and like just very like play-by-play, telling me exactly what happened, but like no emotion, not really like using different words, like different adjectives and stuff. Like it just felt really plain and kind of felt nothing while I read this. So I probably give it like 2.5 stars. Like, yeah, it didn't really impact me in any way. But this one was written so well. They never put the author's name on the book. Jasmine Jones. I have no idea who that is, but she did a great job. And I almost cried when I finished the book. Like it leaves you with all of those emotions that you feel when you watch the movie, of seeing them all together and having one last playtime with Andy, and it's just so sweet, and I loved it. It's like 4.5 stars. I just wish that she would have put the epilogue in here. All right, now on to the movie. I saw Toy Story 5. And so my thing is I love Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. They are perfection. Those are the kind of movies I can watch over and over and over again. And Toy Story is such a classic. I grew up with it. I love it. Toy Story 4, I personally did not like. I couldn't stand the way Bonnie broke her promise to Andy. And in the opening scene, she is ignoring Woody. I know she's a little girl, but it really bothered me. I was like, no, like it kind of killed that sweet ending of the last movie. And I did not like Forky. I thought it was just really dumb the way he like thought he was trash, and he's alive apparently, and he just like keeps throwing himself away, and Woody is the only one who is trying to like stop him from doing that, and it just was like, it was just a mess. I didn't like how they changed Bo Peep's character, and she was extremely feminist. I didn't like the new characters. I didn't like the plot. I didn't really like anything. It was very creepy. The antique shop was very slow, and I felt really confined, and like I wanted them to just get out and get away from there. I really just wanted the group back together, and I didn't like how they broke the formula and the family was not together. And I would have been perfectly fine if they would have just left it at 1, 2, and 3. But of course, they want to make money, they want to milk it, they're gonna make more movies. So when they said they were gonna make Toy Story 4, I was excited because I heard the plot was that Woody was gonna go try to find Bo Peep. I really liked that idea, and I thought that it was going to be him and Buzz and the gang going to find her, bring her back home. They'd all be together as a family, all of them. Great. But that's not what happens in the 4th movie. The 5th one, I was really happy to see Woody comes back and is with the gang. Not as good as I expected or wanted. I think I'll give it like 3 stars, 3.5 stars. So here we go. The plot is Bonnie, their new owner, she gets a tablet. She gets a little leapfrog tablet, and she's getting addicted. And all of the kids in the neighborhood, everybody is addicted to screens. So I thought that was a fantastic message to send. The toys are wanting Bonnie to be able to make a good friend. She's really shy, and she hasn't been able to ask her neighbor friends to come play with her. And the leapfrog tablet, she thinks she knows best and she can help Bonnie make friends. And so she starts contacting kids on her tablet, and they start a little group chat and stuff like that. And so Bonnie starts getting wrapped up in the comparing, and her friends are young, like 8 or 9, and they're already like not playing with toys, and like they don't have an imagination. And so they're kind of judging her for playing with toys and not being like them and being obsessed with technology. And yeah, I thought I had some good messages in there. I loved seeing Woody back with the gang and hanging out with all of them, and all of the original voice actors came back, and it was fun. It was funny. They had some really good callbacks to the original movies. I really enjoyed the emotional content that we got with Jessie. I really enjoyed seeing her and seeing her talk about Emily and stuff, and so it was cool. We got to see more of her past, and it was good. It had some really good moments in there. It did have some feminism though, and like Jessie was like the main star, which is fine, but they kind of messed with Buzz's character, and he wasn't as like cool space ranger guy. Like they kind of were just like dumbing him down a little bit, like more, you know, like kind of, I think they did that in the last movie as well. They kind of did it more in this one, and kind of trying to lift like Jessie up. And yeah, so I didn't really love that. I also didn't love how, this might be a minor spoiler, there really was no villain. You really need that. If you want to be a good guy, great, but you need to come to terms with what you did, you know. I also found a Toy Story short that was like a Halloween special called Toy Story of Terror, and it is about Jessie dealing with her claustrophobia, and I really enjoyed that. It was really cute. It's on YouTube. It's broken up into like 6 parts. I think it's probably about 10 minutes long, so yeah, I enjoyed that. Probably give it 3.5, 4 stars. That's it. that's my video. So thank you for watching. It was a good month. I didn't read a ton. There was a lot of short stuff this month. There's been a lot going on, a lot of different activities and different things happening with my friends and fun times. So it's been good. And yeah, hope you guys had a good month. And I will catch you guys in whatever comes next. Bye.